Hey guys, Travis Gillespie here, and what we're going to look at in a second is the difference between an independent and dependent variable. But first, let me throw up a problem on the board here, and you'll begin to see that, hey, there's this thing we call a dependency variable, or a dependency relationship would be more accurate. And the dependency relationship says, hey, that we have a relationship with two variables, but one relies on the other. And over to the left, you're going to see that, hey, the number of days since your last haircut and the length of your hair is a dependency relationship. So what's that mean? Um, it means that, hey, one of these variables is dependent on the other. So let's look at this. The number of days since your last haircut and the length of your hair, well, to me, that is telling me that the length of my hair depends on the number of days since my last haircut. And if I were to write it down here to express it or write it out and let you know which one the independent and dependent variables are. And I misspelled that, so I'll fix it. And so here we go. A little bit sloppy, but will make sense in a second. So one way to think about this is to start with the dependent variable and say, what depends on the other? So I already stated earlier, the length of your hair depends on the number of days since your last haircut. So obviously the independent variable is days. So again, just to restate it, since the dependent variable relies on the independent variable, or the length of your hair relies on the number of days that your hair was last cut, the length of your hair is going to be the dependent variable. Alright, so now let's look at our last portion. And the thing to think about here is, hey, what happens to the dependent variable as the independent variable increases or decreases? In this case, we're going to deal with what happens when it increases. Well, as if you think about your own hair, as the independent variable, the length of days or number of days increases since your last haircut, your hair's going to grow, unless you're getting older like me and your hair is beginning to fall out. But in most cases, the length of your hair depends on the number of your days, so the length of your hair will grow as the number of days increases since your last haircut.